Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In this video we will be looking at why loneliness often follows sudden wealth. So stay tuned. While most people wouldn't give up longing for financial wealth, those who've experienced living the dream say it can be isolating and that their lives often look rosier from the outside. When someone suddenly strikes it rich, the impact is profound on every part of their life, says Dr. Stephen Goldbart, co-founder of the Money, Meaning and Choices Institute, a firm that works with affluent clients. It can become a painful psychological experience for some people. Many of us have had dreams and ideas on how to get rich for years. But, if it happens, we're often unprepared to handle the sudden change in behavior of those around us. It's not exactly something one spends a lot of time thinking about, after all. So when friends begin to act more distanced, or, conversely, more cozy, and family seem to suddenly meddle in your finances or want to be more involved in your life, it's a shock. All this comes surprisingly fast and it's difficult, says Goldbart, who often works with Silicon Valley tech entrepreneurs. On the flip side, money changes people. Sometimes the newly wealthy, whether they realize it or not, exhibit behaviors such as reckless spending or suddenly disengaging from previous interests that can create a rift with longtime friends and colleagues, says financial therapist Megan Ford, president of the Financial Therapy Association. Friends may not want to adapt to some of the changes created by sudden wealth, and will push away, adding to the loneliness, she adds. Controlling the reactions of friends and family is often the biggest hurdle. Outsiders often try to intertwine their life with newly wealthy acquaintances. Friends and family pop up and try to strengthen ties to someone they now view as a winner, Goldbart says. And what would you do when friends and family start to treat you differently? Most of us would feel suspicious. Where were these friends and long-lost family when you were toiling away at your day job or putting in countless hours working on a new business? It's natural to draw back and tighten your circle of friends when you're not entirely sure who is sidling up to you just because you've struck it rich. Their world becomes very small and they retreat to friendships where people are like them financially, he says. That feeling doesn't necessarily go away after you've got money and success that's steady. Recognizing who genuinely wants to befriend you gets harder, and getting it wrong a time or two usually has the expected effect, further isolation, explains Ford. It can become difficult to decipher who is genuine and who is looking to ride the coattails, she says. Those with newfound wealth say the feelings of loneliness also come from changing priorities. Stefan Goss, 28, a Swiss transplant to San Diego in the US, says he looked for new friends with the same freedom to live their life. Most people can't say let's go on a vacation to Mexico tomorrow. It ends up being tricky to spend time with people who don't have the ability to do that, says Goss, founder of Zito Media, a tech startup that helps publishers monetize content. While Goss hasn't abandoned the childhood friends he made while growing up in Switzerland and at university on the east coast of the US, he's spending more time nurturing friendships with other entrepreneurs. Although it wasn't the case for Stein, the sudden wealth experience seems to have a less destabilizing effect on people who are a bit older and who have spent more time in the workforce, largely because others around them expect older people to acquire more wealth at that age, Goldbart explains. Stein's strained relationships haven't improved, but she's learned to build new relationships, she says. Stein is now working with a core staff of 5 people and says she has built deeper, more trustworthy connections with her staff. Over time, she's realized who her longtime friends from her flight attendant days really are and has been generous to them. Among her favorite experiences, taking one of her best airline friends on a polar bear expedition. It has made me so happy to be able to do that, she says.